Yeah, sorry about that. I cut myself off. I got a little too passionate into the topic there. I wasn't looking at the clock. So anyway, Rosetta Stone, along with Chomsky's Martian, right? Rosetta Stone basically is looking at something that we think we know, right? Uh, and allowing ourselves to be the feeling of wonder or terror, right? Um, as a way to access the text, right? Uh, so not to be turned off by it, not just to throw away the Rosetta Stone and say I don't understand it, but to sort of see that it can be understood with a little bit of work. It's hieroglyphic work. It's decoding. It's not what we usually consider language or reading to be, right? So it can be very useful, and especially with these texts, um, it can be useful because both texts are transgressive, and in many ways, they are trying to create like a new language, a new sort of reading experience, right? So they're really challenging us there. Okay, just some quick notes or annotations on Joss Charles' text. Okay, so I have some notes here. So I note the fact that there's no title in this text, although in their earlier text, Safe Space, there is the use of titles, and it's a more conventional uh, poetic text than this one. It's still very avant-garde, but it's a little bit more conventional. I also note the uh, the use of lacuna or empty space right over here. So if you took IH1 and or if you had IH1 already, you read Gilgamesh maybe as the epic option there. A lot of use of lacuna. Basically, in ancient texts, there's a lot of empty space. A lot of the formal word is lacuna, which are not there, or usually not there intentionally, right? It's because the text has been lost. But in modern poetry, in modern literature, you have a lot of writers that are intentionally leaving spaces in their text or creating lacuna. Question is why, right? Okay, so here, of course, this text is very challenging, right? Uh, it's a question of whether this text could, or how this text would operate in an oral way. I definitely think with Rankin's text, you could, see that, its effects would definitely work orally. Here, I'm not so sure, right? This is a very sort of textual